right, let's talk about money. Specifically, money someone owes you. We've all been there. You lend your mate a tenner for a kebab, and suddenly he's developed amnesia. That's an account receivable. It's a casual, flimsy hope. A note receivable, though, that's different. It's the grown-up version. It's a formal, written promise that says, I will pay you back, and if I don't, there's a legally binding document that says, I'm a proper muppet. It's basically an IOU that went to private school and came back with a law degree. It has all the important details. Who owes what, how much, when it's due interest, the best part. Imagine you sell expensive, top-of-the-range unicycles. A customer, let's call him Barry, wants one, but his wallet is mostly moths and regret. You, being a savvy business owner, don't just let him walk away. Instead, you get him to sign a note. Barry gets his unicycle today. You get a signed piece of paper promising he'll pay you the full amount in, say, 90 days. Plus, you'll charge him a little extra for the privilege of making you wait. That little extra is called interest, and it's how money makes babies. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. This signed paper is your note receivable. It's an asset. It's not cash yet, but it's the next best thing. Think of it as putting a leash on the money you're owed. A regular account receivable is like letting your dog run free in the park and hoping it comes back. A note receivable is having that dog on a very short, very strong chain, with a tracker and a small electric fence around the perimeter just in case. It provides security. It's the difference between saying, you owe me, and saying, I have a document, signed in your own hand, that says you owe me. And it's accruing interest every single second you delay. One is a request, the other is a ticking financial time bomb. You might be thinking, Jimmy, why not just demand the cash up front? Get the money and run. That's a fair point, especially if your customers look as shifty as the contestants on my game shows. But sometimes, being flexible is how you make the big bucks. Using a note receivable can be the difference between making a sale and watching a customer walk out the door. If you're selling something expensive, like a grand piano or a lifetime supply of artisanal crisps, not everyone has that kind of cash just lying around. Offering a note allows them to buy now and pay later, and you secure a sale you would have otherwise lost. You're not just selling a product, you're selling a payment plan. Another brilliant reason is the interest. Let's be honest, this is the best part. Getting your money is good. Getting your money plus a little extra for your trouble, that's fantastic. Interest income is the universe's way of rewarding you for your patience. It's passive income. You are literally getting paid for doing nothing but waiting. If you could do that with everything in life, we'd all be rich. I'm not being lazy, I'm accruing interest on my motivation. Businesses love interest because it's an extra revenue stream that cushions their finances. There's also the matter of legal standing. A verbal agreement is worth the paper it's written on, nothing. An account receivable can still be disputed. A note receivable, however, is a legally enforceable contract. If Barry from the unicycle shop decides he'd rather buy hats than pay you, you can take that note to court. It's solid proof of the debt. It gives you power. Think, a big, intimidating older brother who happens to be a lawyer. It adds a layer of seriousness that says, don't mess with me. And finally, notes receivable are negotiable instruments. That sounds complicated, but it just means you can sell them. That's right. If you really need cash and can't wait for Barry's 90 days to be up, you can sell the note to a bank or another company. You might not get the full amount, the bank will want its own cut of course, but you get immediate cash. It's a financial escape hatch. It gives your business flexibility. So you get to make more sales, earn interest, have legal protection, and have the option to cash out early. It's not just an IOU, it's a Swiss Army knife for your company's cash flow. Now for the bit that scares people, the accounting, the dreaded journal entries. But don't worry, it's easier than trying to figure out modern art. It's just a story about money, written in a special language. The first chapter of our story is when the note is created. Let's say you sold that £1,000 unicycle to Barry. August 20th, 2025. He signed a 90-day note, 10% interest. You didn't get cash, so you can't increase your cash account. Instead, you create a new character in your accounting book. Notes receivable. This is an asset, a good thing, so we debit it. Your first journal entry is simple. Debit notes receivable £1,000. That shows your company has a new asset worth £1,000. What do you credit? You credit sales revenue £1,000. The entry looks like this. Date, August 20th, 2025. Debit, notes receivable £1,000. Credit, sales revenue £1,000. You've officially recorded the promise. Books are balanced, accountant is happy. A a lovely piece of paper earning you money while you sleep. It's a beautiful, organized system, not like my love life. What if the note replaces an old debt? Barry already owed you £1,000 from a previous sale, an account receivable. He's struggling to pay. You convert flimsy debt into a formal note receivable, not a new sale, swapping one IOU for a better one. Debit notes, receivable £1,000 to show the new asset. Credit accounts, receivable £1,000, reduces old debt to zero, replaces it with the new powerful one, like trading an old banger for a sports car. The entry for that would be, date, August 20th, 2025. Debit, notes receivable £1,000. Credit, accounts receivable £1,000. Total assets unchanged, but the quality of those assets has improved. You've tightened your grip on the money you're owed. Common move for slow-paying customers. It formalizes the debt and starts the interest clock ticking. A powerful motivator to find their wallet. It's a polite but firm way of saying, the party's over, time to pay the bill. The best day in the life of a note receivable is its maturity date. This is when the promise turns into cold, hard cash. 90 days have passed. Barry, our unicyclist, shows up with the money. He doesn't just owe you the £1,000 principal, he also owes you the interest. Let's do the maths. Don't panic. It's simple. The formula is principal interest rate time. So that's £1,000, 10% 90 over 365 of a year. That comes out to roughly £24.66. So, Barry owes you a total of £1,024.66. That extra £24.66 is your reward for being so patient and trusting. Now we need to record this happy event in our journal. First, your cash goes up, a lot. So you debit cash for the full amount, £1,024.66. That's the easy part. Now for the credits. You need to get rid of the note receivable from your books because it has been paid. It's no longer an asset. So you credit notes receivable for the principal amount of £1,000. This removes the note from your accounts. Your books are now unbalanced. You have a debit of £1,024.66 and a credit of £1,000. We need to account for that extra money. That extra bit, the £24.66, is a new type of income. Since revenue increases with a credit, you will credit interest revenue for £24.66. Now look at the final entry. Debit cash £1,024.66. Credit notes. Receivable £1,000. Credit interest revenue £24.66. Everything balances. Your assets have increased, your revenue has increased, and you can now go out and buy yourself something nice. You have successfully navigated the entire life cycle of a note receivable, from its birth as a promise to its glorious death as a pile of cash in your bank account. But what if Barry doesn't pay? This is the dark side. If the note is dishonored, you can't just rip it up. The debt still exists. In fact, it's now even more serious. You would move the amount from notes receivable back to accounts receivable, but this time you include the interest owed. So you debit accounts receivable for £1,024.66. Credit notes, receivable for £1,000, credit interest revenue for £24.66. Why? Because Barry still owes you the full amount and you need to keep a record of that. Now it's an overdue account receivable and you can start sending the scary letters. Or your very large older brother. Alright, so we've had a laugh about unicycles and dodgy mates, but what's the big takeaway? Understanding something like notes receivable isn't just for stuffy accountants in grey suits. It's a fundamental piece of the puzzle of how money works. It's about understanding value. It's about understanding risk. It's about understanding reward. Knowing how to structure a formal loan, even a small one, gives you control. It turns a hopeful, "you'll pay me back, right?" into a structured, professional agreement. This knowledge gives you a massive advantage, whether you're running a business, freelancing, or trying to sell your old television to a stranger online. Think about it. The world runs on credit. Businesses lend to customers. Banks lend to businesses. Governments lend to other governments. It's all just a giant, complicated web of notes receivable and notes payable. By understanding the basics, you're peering behind the curtain. You're starting to speak the language of finance. And that language is power. It helps you make smarter decisions. It helps you protect yourself. It helps you see opportunities others miss, like earning a little extra interest by being smart with agreements. It's a superpower, available to anyone willing to learn. Don't let the jargon intimidate you. Debits, credits, receivables, payables. It's all just a system for keeping score. Once you know the rules, you can play the game so much better. Accounting isn't about being boring, it's about being in control. It's about building a solid foundation for your dreams. Whether you want to build a business empire or just make sure you get paid for the work you do, these principles are your best friends. They bring order to chaos and clarity to confusion. They turn vague wishes into actionable financial plans. Next time you hear "note receivable," don't run for the hills. Smile, you know what it is. It's a tool for making sales, earning interest, securing your money. You know how to record it. You've demystified a piece of the financial world. Every piece you understand makes you stronger, smarter, more capable. Good accounting isn't just numbers, it's about empowerment. It's giving yourself tools to build a more secure future. And that, unlike most of my jokes, is something you can actually take to the bank. Ha ha ha!